Hey guys, and welcome to my 2024 smoke alarm acquisitions. This will be my top 10 video. I probably will make the entire acquisition video, like maybe in January, because I have two other things coming. Depending on when they come in, is when I'll probably be organizing them out of my bed, and I'll be going through each of them. But in the meantime, I definitely know what my top 10 is going to be. So, yeah. I'll just start this video with honorable mentions. Let's go for honorable mention 1, and it is the Early Guard EGD5S. This is a really cool unit. It's one of my the few Early Guard units I own. I'm glad to get both of the versions I wanted before some of the other ones, like actually I already do have the EGD1, and I am kind of looking for an EGD6, but I don't really want one. I could have gotten one, but I didn't want to. Yeah, but this is it's just direct wire. It's a piezo. It's more boring than any other alarms that I know of that are like this. So it's a lot more basic than you get with some vintage smoke alarms. It's just a piezo. It's nothing really too interesting. It's very similar to an 1839 if you want to go it there. Next honorable mention is the Probe 401. I was actually the first person to get one of these, and the only thing that's really the only thing that's really holding me back from putting this on the list is just I couldn't decide on which probe unit I wanted to put on there. It was either like the 201 or the 401, and I chose the 201. I'll get to that later. Spoilers. But this is still a really cool unit. It takes two 9 volts, and yeah, it's a cool unit. I really like the cover design too. It's very Sears resemblant. In fact, Sears did rebrand them. Third honorable mention out of the 5, by the way. I have 5 honorable mentions. Third one is the Smoky Silver 4202. This probably has the record holder for the best dying sound in the entire smoke alarm industry. But the main thing that's really holding this back is just because of how poor in condition it is. That really takes me away from liking it more. I want to find a better in condition one and then sell this one, but I doubt that will be happening anytime soon because these are pretty rare units. So yeah, this is basically a 4002 with that's hardwired instead of battery. In fact, there's no battery backup at all. That's just a compartment. This is a newer base model too because it's the white bracket. But yeah, this is just it's just a piezo unit. Nothing really exciting. But the rarityness of the unit is where it really shines. Next honorable mention is the Edwards 217. I really like this unit. Very small and compact. It's hardwired again. Takes a metal bracket. I like this unit. And I completely robbed this right from it to go. Yeah. This unit itself, it's really cool looking. It's a lot different than usual. This is just one of those units that I just really couldn't put on the list just because there were units I liked more. So this is probably like number 12 maybe. Maybe I'll do like a top 20 video. I don't know. We'll see. It kind of just got held back because of some of the other units that were on this list already that I just liked more. Same goes for this one. This one actually just missed the list because of my number 10 spot. I just couldn't rank this one. It's a Sunbeam 4531, I think. I think that's the model. I don't know. But this is a battery operated smoke alarm with a test button. It's basically like an FB1. That's pretty much what it's based off of. But yeah, I've been wanting a Sunbeam model for a very long time now, but the only thing that's really holding it back is because of the other alarms on my list, which I'll be getting to right now. So yeah, those are my honorable mentions. So anyways, let's get to the actual top 10. So my 10th placement, or number 10 on my list, is the Smoke Sentinel 30-04T. I believe that's the model. Yeah. So, this is a line cord one, as you can see. So this is a really, really cool unit. I've been wanting a smoke alarm from this brand for a while. It's pretty cool too, because it has a heat sensor right here. This is kind of like the little filter thing. It's not a horn. The horn's actually in the back, which I'll show. It's got a this is what it is, a Faraday horn. I think that's kind of cool. And if you're wondering about this bracket, this little thing in the middle, as you can see here, that's you unscrew this. That's how the bracket comes off. It's kind of weird. So yeah, and then there's like a green LED. I could plug this in so you guys could see it. Probably not gonna be able to test it though, but yeah, it's cool. It's got a little green LED. So yeah, move this out of the way. Yeah, I like this unit a lot. This is definitely one of my favorite finds of this year. And not to mention, I'm pretty sure the person that got this for me was Tynex Bear, so that's cool. You're able to provide some stuff for me to get it, so that's cool. Actually, we're just gonna place it first. What am I even saying? But anyways, yeah, that's number 10 on my list. Number 9. Yeah, sorry. Number 9 on my list is, I just showed you guys, was the Probe 201. I've been wanting a one of these models for a very long time. It was pretty much my holy grail in probe units. Maybe aside from the 202, this base is like really hard to get off. But yeah, this is what it looks like on the back. It's Southwest Laboratories Incorporated. That's basically what probe is. So yeah, there's the model right there, 201. So yeah, this is a really, really cool unit. It's like, it has a buzzer. So yeah, that's where the hardwire thing goes. So yeah, I've been wanting, I wanted to increase my probe collection a lot, because I just really love this company for some reason, and it's just something with their units I just really like. Because I really like their 401. I have their 101, their 201, their 401, and their Christmas 601 Christmas tree alarm, which I have up on my actual tree right now because I'm recording this video during the holidays. But yeah, this year alone is I got most of my probe units. Actually, in the span of a few weeks, I'm pretty sure I got the 101, and then I got the 401, then I got the 201. Like, I got them, like, not that far apart from each other, like, literally a week each. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, I chose the 201 out of the 3 because I just like that one the best. Because that one was basically my holy grail in probes, like I said. So, yeah. Definitely a hood classic. Number 8 on my list is something that's actually really rare. I'm pretty much one of a couple people to own, like, this kind of unit. So, yeah, let me just show it to you. It looks typical. It looks pretty unassuming. But if I look at the side label here, it's actually a SA76R. It's not an SA76RS, it's just 76R. Made by Smoke Alert. / First Pitway, whatever you want to call it. The insides are also completely different too. This uses like a different battery. I forget what battery it takes. But yeah, this is also kind of cool. It's got an Edwards horn inside of it. It's got the same sensor as like the 769 ACIs, which is why the button presses the same way. So that's kind of cool. So I do know of a couple rebrands of this unit. I've seen Sears models. Let me pull out my SA76RS because this does look slightly different. As you can see, it's got one less vent on the front here. Like they put an extra vent on this. So this one has 8 front vents, this one has 7, and also it just looks smaller. This one, oops. Yeah, there is a few like cover differences with this unit. It's basically the size of what an SA-76 RS would have if it had a slot here, but this one doesn't. So, yeah. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't added just because it wasn't needed, because of the way the horn was placed. But yeah, this is a pretty rare unit, and this one came from Leah Woods, so that's pretty cool. Number 6 is a pretty interesting one. It's something I was one and still the only person to have. It's a M-Heart 092-613, I believe the model is. Let me just check and see if that's actually correct. 614, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got that wrong. But yeah, this is here's what the inside looks like before I put the cover back on. It's got this kind of horn. I believe it's a Kobishi buzzer. I think it's a Kobishi CB26, but I don't know. But yeah, the sensor's pretty cool, and it's also, yeah, there's the LED. So yeah, put the cover back on. So you may have seen this before. It's these are always referred to something as called Cassidy Engineering Guard Sight. So yeah, the one I have in particular is M-Heart, so I'm pretty sure that's what they're based off of. So yeah, this is direct wire, as for most of these alarms actually, or a couple of these at least. And it's got this really weird, lousy test button. It didn't really work when I tried it. Now, some people may know, I got this back in December last year, but it didn't arrive till January, so I'm including it this year just because. That's when it actually showed up. And just, it's not all that interesting compared to some of the other ones, but because it's my number 4 Holy Grail, I had to put it up higher. If it was like less interesting to me, I would have probably ranked it like number 10 or something, because I like this unit. I like some of my other units a lot more than this, just because it's they're a lot cooler. God, I'm yawning a lot for some reason, but since this is my number 4 Holy Grail, I had to rank it higher, even though it's kind of outgrown me. I kind of lost interest in it, but it's still kind of it's still a really cool unit to have. Like, don't get me wrong, I still really like it. It just kind of outgrew me. But this one will definitely not outgrow me. As for my number 6 placement, it is the Miele model ME200A, the exclusive smoke alarm made in Olympia City. Okay, jokes aside, this is my number 1 must-have. This is a Honeywell CD200A. So if you guys don't know my vocabulary of must-have, it's basically something that is like common enough for it that should be in a collector's hands. So in this case, it's a Honeywell CD200A. In other cases, it could be like an 1839N. It could be like a 86 RAC. It could be an SA-76 RS. Maybe TC49A, like anything like that, like common, like uncommon, but like common enough that it should be in the collector's hands. And this I've been looking for a very long time. It was one of the hardest units I ever tried getting, because like it's just like so rare to pop up on eBay, especially for its constant appearance in home searching terms. But yeah, the test one's also really satisfying. I really like this one a lot. Yeah, and me and my friends joke about it, calling it Miele, because it's, if you take Honeywell, put it in translate, it will go to Miele, which is kind of funny. So it's got a Kobishi CB27. It's got a huge sensor. Model number somewhere, I don't feel like looking for it right now, but yeah. At first, I thought the cover was like, you just pull open like this, but you have to actually push it in. So yeah, I didn't know that the first time. Yeah, I really like the way this looks. It's really cool. And then, as for some of you guys may know, the CD400A is basically this, but it has like a light right here or here or something. I don't remember. It's like one of these like one side has like a spot for a light. Those units have been hyped up for years, and one was actually found this year by Alex. If you guys saw that video, and Smoke Alarm Community News. It's all over the internet. You'll see it. But yes, that was an insane moment to be in the community for. But yeah, Honeywell CD200A, a certified classic, definitely. So, number 5 on my list, going down, is this. It may just look like an ordinary SA80FC, even though I actually really want one of those too. But I got this first. This may look like an ADFC, but if I turn this around, it's a 78RF. Open the cover. That's exactly what it is. However, what if I look at the side label here? This is an Ademco rebrand of it. So, that's really cool. This is a Ademco 1689. It's kind of like rubbed off. This is a really, really cool unit. It's got the BRK logo on the circuit board there, since this is obviously BRK based. It's got the Kobeshi CB27. There's your dip switches for the for all the communication stuff that comes with. And then there's your 79R style sensor. This one also has a tiered button, or no, not tiered button, domed button. Or wait, yeah, domed button. I'm stupid. I'm pretty sure I said tiered last time I tried making this video. But yes, this one did come out of Itigo's new house that he just got. So he was nice enough to send this to me. And then there was 3 of them. Here's the thing with these 1689s. There was 3 of them. Itigo kept the one with the tiered button, and the other 2 I believe were domed. I got one of them. This one's complete, and then the third one was actually coverless, and there was no evidence of a cover anywhere. So he gave that one to Kiara Williamson, or Jack Williamson, and that one was kind of Frankenstein because Kiara asked Ben to send his ADFC cover because he just had one laying around. So Ben gave that to her, and yeah, so yeah, his is kind of his ADFC cover was just laying around, so he gave that to Kiara. So hers is kind of Frankenstein. So yeah, this one in particular, I believe is the earliest one. I think, I don't remember, but this one was made in 1981, as you can see. And what's also really interesting is if I look at the back here, it says distributed by Demco, 165 Island Way, Syosset, New York, which is literally like 5 minutes away from me. 5 or 10 minutes. And they do have an elevator there, so I can ride it. It's a Schindler HT. So I can like flex on Itigo for that. So that's kind of funny. So yeah, a Demco 1699. Basically for its uniqueness and rarity level is pretty much why it got so high. A lot of these are also pretty much unexpected finds. So yeah, number 4 on my list is another unexpected find, something I actually did not even expect to get this year. It is a smoke guard. Now, this may look like a 730. You guys may have seen the 730s. They are hardwired, and yeah, things along the lines of that. However, it's not a 730. This one is actually a 720. This one's pretty heavy too. Yeah, this is a Statishal Smoke Guard 2 720, as you can see right there. This one takes 4.5 volt batteries, as you can see here. I am actually unable to test this because I don't have those kind of batteries. However, they are still being made, so I can test these if I do get those batteries, but I don't know where to find them. So yeah, I just need the correct batteries to test them. But somehow they are still made. This thing is very heavy because it's really it's pretty much the entire thing's pretty much made out of metal. But yeah, so this one in particular, I got 3 of them. I sold the other 2. One of them is someone I cannot say because keeping it a secret, and but it's in good hands though. And then the other one was is now in Sydney's hands, Vintage Smoke Alarms Media. that was apparently his number one ranking. So yeah, this is so mine in particular is the best in condition out of the three. And then the other one, or it had like a slightly indented like sense. This is actually the horn, but it's like kind of like pushed in, like it kind of melted. And then the one Sydney has, it was kind of really melted like on the front there. So yeah, it was a little bit of a mess, but someone probably just like took a candle and like put it right up to it and thought that was the sensor, even though this is the sensor. But yeah, this was like one of Ethan's biggest dreams to see me unbox one of these units. It has a very, very system detector distinct look to them, so that's really cool. So yeah, yeah, I really, really like that unit. That's actually a really unexpected find, and yet I'm still looking for an SS718. But yeah, like I said, three people to own these now, or four rumored. Apparently, Cindy told me that there was a fourth person. I don't know who it is though. But yeah, it's me, some unknown person, another person I cannot say because it's gonna be kept a secret, and Vintage Smoke Alarms Media, who actually ranked the 720 in front of the FXC, which is actually really surprising. Speaking of the FXC, number 3 on my list is this. The FireX model FXC-1. This is the very, very rare line cord version of the unit. So, you guys may know my catchphrase, a line cord unit is pretty much always ultra rare. So, yeah, this is definitely one of them. This is, the listing for this, let me just first say the listing. The listing for these units popped up in March 10th, 2024, and I saw it, and then I immediately snagged one. I was probably the first person to actually purchase one, and then once I did that, I saw there was 8 more. So I went ahead, and I went through the whole, I went through each server to make sure each person got one. Sydney got one after that, and then Jesse got one. 9 people got one, and then as people were buying them, we found out there was a 10th one that Jen Eaton bought later on. I don't think Jen bought it immediately on the 10th, but definitely bought it on at some point, as the seller did actually keep it. Yeah, the seller actually kept it to Jen to make sure that she gets it, so that's pretty cool. But yes, the listing for each one was like $30, and they were sold separately, so that's amazing. So that gave us a better chance for each of us to get our hands on one of them. So yeah, I was probably the first person to get one. Jesse was the first person to receive theirs, and Sydney was the first person to make a video of it. It was kind of a mess because there were so many people that just wanted to have the first video. Especially because we were wanting Jacob Larson, the Shed Productions, because this is his holy grail, in case you guys are wondering. So everybody wanted him to have the first video. It wasn't, because so many people got these, and so many people were so impatient. So we all just kind of just posted whenever we got ours. They all showed up at different times too. Some of them had fast shipping, some of them didn't have fast shipping, and one of them actually got lost, and that was supposed to be Nathaniel's. So let me list people who actually bought them. So it was me, Sydney, Alex, or actually I'll list them by users so you guys know who I'm talking about. So it's me, Vintage Smoke Alarms Media / Sydney, Steel City Alarm / Alex, Itigo23, Jan Eaton, JDL Productions, BANF Vintage, Jacob Larson, Shed Productions / Jacob Larson, and who's the last person? Elevator was ESH. So those are the 9 people that actually have theirs. And again, like I said, Nathaniel Enland actually bought one, but it got lost. And that's actually really depressing, because the one person that actually should get one besides Jacob, it should be Nathaniel. And his was the one that got lost. Out of just luck. The fact it even happened in the first place, it should not have even happened at all. So, that's really sad. And since this one actually is like one of the few alarms that could actually like run, because it's a line cord unit, and I could also quickly test it. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's got a buzzer. So yeah, it's got that red LED. It's got the tiered. It's got the original. It's got the old tiered button on it. It's really satisfying too, and it's also got the original FireX logo on it. So that's really, really cool. Yeah, I really like these. These are pretty much the only ones to exist right now. We have never seen one in a house. So, yeah. I absolutely love this unit. I've been like, this is actually like, I love this unit a lot just because it's line cord, so it's like easily accessible. These are very, very collector friendly units if they were more common. So, yeah. Yeah, that's number 3 on my list. Actually, I was supposed to move these over here. Anyways, number 2 on my list is something I've been looking for a very long time. This is my number 2 holy grail. And this has been the D2 has been the crown jewel of my collection until I got this. The QuickSet 911 Model 355. The unit itself is really simple. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, let me just open this. This is a very, very simple style internal. The sensor is even exposed, and it's got this kind of horn. I have no idea what kind of horn this is. It's probably like their own horn. It looks kind of like an Edwards horn, but just not. Believe this uses a 12.6 volt battery. I don't remember. Yeah. This is a really, really cool unit. It's what happened? Oh, that's what happened. This cover's kind of weird. I put this on wrong. Shoot. There we go. Now it's on right. Okay, there we go. So the cover's back on. So yeah, the sensor's directly exposed. So this unit, they're made by Emhart. This is a, not to get them confused, it's actually, the model's 355, the brand is QuickSet 911. So yeah, there are many versions of these units. They have, this one in particular, is actually the version I wanted with the first generation model that has like the little screen for the horn instead of the newer ones that have like the target horn on them. I've actually found some of those in homes before. If you guys may have seen them. Hunt for the S72 part 11? I don't remember. Somewhere on there. But yeah, you can see I found one of them before. And then there was one that was found by Adam that he found a version with no horn screen at all, like no horn cutout. It was just a sensor. And that was pretty much the only one of those to ever exist right now. It's like pretty much, I don't know what they are. They're probably system detector variants, but I don't know. They could probably still have horns, but they could be just like smoke sensors. They probably have like some weird like monitoring system. I don't know. I don't know much about those. The only thing I really know is like this unit in particular. I have tested it before, but it's like really finicky when I tried a 9-volt. It's like really hard to do. So you need to use like alligator clips in order to test this. Like actually like fully. So yeah, this is actually my number 2 holy grail for those of you that don't know. I've been after one of these for a very long time. And really, oh yeah, I forgot this thing. When I tried making this video, it did something kind of cool. It like reflected. Yeah. He was doing that before. Yeah. I thought it was, I spent like 5 minutes like playing around with that yesterday for some reason. But yeah, this is a very, very cool unit. Like, one of my favorite units in my collection is for it being my number 2 grail. Now, you may be thinking that why it's my number 2 grail when I don't have an S718 yet. That was because I found something was randomly sent to me. Like, I'm not even kidding. This was literally sent to me by Itigo. I saw it in my DMs, and I snatched it immediately, unknowing what it was. I just saw the cover, and I was just like, immediately snagged it. Let me pull this out. This is the rarest thing I have. This is why it's number 1. And it's this. An original BRK unit. And you may think this is just an SS749, right? No. If you look at the side label here, it's actually an SS729-12V. This unit is one of the rarest units to ever exist right now. And this probably might be the rarest unit in the whole community. It could very well be. However, there has been a metal one that was found recently. So let me get into the whole story. So I bought it for a pretty good price for what it is. Actually, I'm not even kidding. $50 for this is actually pretty good. But yes, I bought this, and then I crashed out, and then a couple days later, I was at a night observation for my astronomy semester. I was out during the night. I was in class working on my lab when I look at my phone, and then I see a metal SS729. If you don't know what those look like, they're pretty much like round SS718s, kind of, with like a little LED indicator, or it's actually pretty large. I saw, it was, I couldn't believe it, and the fact nobody else even noticed. So I left the room and I went into the hallway, made my way towards the elevator, and I immediately jumped on a call that was actually active, and I hopped on and I started screaming, "Ethan found an SS729," and then everybody started freaking out. Like, they completely stopped what they were doing. Like, even Nathan was there. Like, everybody just stopped what they were doing, and then the group chat started exploding. And likewise, I did that when I got home. And then that also ultimately started a big meme. It started the whole SS... Because I started, because once that was found, and then when I got home, I made this video called SS729 Difficile Detector Routine, and I posted that same line all over the internet. I posted on Facebook, I posted on Instagram, I posted on YouTube. I even changed my name to that for a day. And then that ultimately became this thing became a huge meme, and I'm pretty much the only one that can actually run it, because I was pretty much the person that did it. And yeah, jokes aside, the unit itself. So this looks pretty much like an SS749, but just like slightly different. Let me show you guys the inside. So the cover's pretty hard. So this is pretty much what the inside looks like. It's got, somehow it has americium as detection type. It's very surprising that it's not radium, because these units are usually radium, but that's usually the really old ones. This one was probably made in like 77, maybe 76, 77. This one has an Edwards horn on it, and it's also got a test stock, which I actually really like. So here's the thing. These connectors right here, that's probably for the 12-volt AC connector, or DC power supply or something. So yeah, and then this little hole right here, you would stick the wires through that, and that's where it would go into the box that would stick right, like it would extend on a wood beam. And that's why these are so rare, because that's like not ideal. That's not like up to standard, especially for code standards, that's like not ideal. That's why these are so rare. That's not the way it goes. But yeah, these are ridiculously rare. I've never seen one. Like, in fact, I don't think anybody's ever even seen a plastic shell variant, let alone a metal shell version that was found. In fact, that even decreased the hype, because like, I posted coming soon, and then Ethan finds the metal SS729, which is probably that probably had even more shock value than me getting this, because that thing is just so immaculate, to the point that was literally the find of the year. So yeah, that's insane. the fact that I even own this unit, which is absolutely insane. Like, you would expect, like, someone else to get one of these, but since I'm just, like, a BRK freak, if you guys don't know, BRK is my favorite smoke alarm company. So, yeah, I'm pretty much excessive, and I just had to get it. Because it's, like, it's an original BRK, and I've been wanting one with that design for a very long time. So, yeah, that's my top 10 acquisitions of 2024. And here's my final list. So there you go. I can probably move this out of the way just for cleaner thumbnail purposes. I can make this look a little better. Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty hard ranking some of the higher spots. But yeah, like I said, number 10, Smoke Signal 30-04T, 9 Probe 201, excuse me. 8 is the 76R, 7 is the 092-614 M-Heart. Number 5 is the CD200A. This is number 6. This is number 5. And that goes to the Demco 6099. First 78RF rebrand. Number 4 is the Smoke Guard 720. Number 3 is the FXC-1. Number 2 is the QuickSet 355. And number 1 is the SS729 Difficiacle. So, yeah, that is my top 10 smoke alarm acquisitions for 2024. Stay tuned for the full all 2024 acquisitions coming probably like maybe somewhere in January, depending on if I get any units. Because I did order some things, so that's why I'm making this video first, because I know what I'm getting is not gonna be in this top 10. It's just cool to have. So yeah, stay tuned for those videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.